Mic check 1. Mic check 2. Konnichiwa, Miya-san. It's your boy, the Otaku Natsu, coming in with episode 2 of our new series, Arknights. This is a game I've been trying to get on the channel for a while now. And I now have something worthy for you guys to show. About a week ago, the new event dropped out for the new character Fartooth, the 6-star. And I finally have some time to sit down and actually run through it with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how I am and how I would do this event. So there seems to be a little bit of back feed. I'm going to go ahead and fix that for you guys. There you go. Hopefully that fixes it. Stream delay. Cool. Like that. Checking. Alright, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get in it. So, as you can see, the event's called Penis. Funny. Pinus Sylvestris. And it has to do with the new 6-star Fartooth. Alright, we're going to go ahead and head into this. Of course, we're going to do the map breakdown before each and every single one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. So for the first one, you can really pretty much use any group of operators you'd like, as long as you've got a good mix of casters and or, archers. The reason why I say this is because, as you can see on this map, your actual ground forces are limited. Anywhere where you see these like little dark tiles right here, you can't deploy any guards, any defenders, any vanguards. So really, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles that you can deploy on ground troops here. So in this one, you can either, if you wanted to go without it, I suppose you could use Thorns, Silver Ash, and maybe like a heavy defender to kind of cover your butt on the skies. If you wanted to go absolute bare bones minimum, like I just want to do ground troops. If you're a budget player, you could, in theory, use something more like Midnight. Midnight's a pretty good arts user, and of course, if you were able to do get this far in the story, you can use second stage Amiya, aka Donkey Girl. Her alternate form is an actual arts guard, so that would be an option, and it's budget for everyone because everybody gets it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. This squad is a little overkill for what we're about to do, but let's just go ahead and get. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do always is drop our vanguards. Let's speed this up. Alright, now that we got this here, let's go ahead and drop a healer and make sure that our peeps don't die. I'm actually having the option of doing this. Take her out, replace you with probably Silver Ash, like I mentioned. Having Silver Ash here on the ground prevents, if there was a risk of aerial troops, having combination of these casters and Silver Ash prevents them from getting any closer. And I wish there was a times 3, guys. I know it's a little rough going through these easy stages first. Almost done with this one. I don't think I'll have to do much more alterations to this squad in terms of this map. Just because this is, like I said, a little overkill. But, the next one should be a little bit more challenging. I suppose if you wanted to speed it up, you could just drop an A side right here. Or I guess if you're doing budget, yeah, what's his face? That angel, the male angel. Yeah, Adnathio or something like that. Yeah. Alright, and there it is. 3-star off the bat, but again, that wasn't really a challenge, so we'll go on to map 2. Let's do a little breakdown of this one. So in this one, we have access to more ground troops, but what the game's basically telling us is it's blocking off right in front of the enemy spawner. What this is basically saying is we can't spawn trap them, essentially. But I say nay to that negativity, in that we have a certain caster on our team, aka Ifrit, and so by positioning her on the top left-hand corner, the second tile to your right and to the right, we're going to be able to position her downward and kind of keep an artificial spawn trap that way. So you're going to see what I mean right about now. On the right-hand side, we can protect that by doing the same-ish type thing, but instead of using Ifrit, we're going to be using our other caster. Afjal, yeah. Afjal. So let's get it. So we're just going to set up our vanguards really quick. So by doing this, we've now set up like I said, we're going to just point it down. There we go. Alright, so now that we've gotten our little trap set up right here, it's just a matter of kind of whittling down their forces. The cool thing is, for my primary medic, I have silence, and so as you can see, I can afford to use one of my medic slots for Dr. Calcit, which is more of an aggressive build. She will be super helpful in the later maps. This. Excellent. And that's how you do stage 2. Alright, on to number 3. This one is, I don't know if you guys played the KOB's event, but this is a replay from that event, and I can tell you from experience, this one's a little bit tougher. Luckily, we actually get to choose our team in this time around, but once again, we're going to be relying mainly on our casters in this one. Not so much more Ifrit. It's going to be more AF Jala, and I think I might actually sub out Ifrit for someone else. Actually, maybe we could probably use Ifrit, but the only trouble comes up is the right-hand side. Once they get that boost right there, we don't know what kind of enemies are going to be coming out. All I know is that there will be a few tanky people that will require it, so we might actually make a substitution. We'll take Ifrit out, and we're gonna replace her with Dusk. And some of you might be wondering, like, why not Mostima? Because she hits like a fucking freight truck. And reason is speed. Dusk ASPD is, even though it's still slower, you're gonna get more attacks in. Plus, her attacks create artificial blockers.
Only the first ones. After that,
Right, and I was right too. Alright, so we're gonna just make sure to deploy our vanguards a little bit further away. It's really dangerous to put them too close to the enemy casters when it's just single vanguards, because you run the risk of your vanguards getting pwned and you not getting any deployment points off of them, which is the entire fucking point. There we go. We're gonna get AF Jaw's ability triggered, and just like that, we were able to wipe out 3/4 of the casters. And this, in order to finish this off, I highly recommend you use an archer or a long range caster in order to finish off the last one. And from here on out, you can substitute that. The caster. And bam. here. Swap out the Vanguard for an aggressive defender.
光がこの地を守り抜く。状況異常なし。
Trigger their skills. Thorns putting in work as per usual. Go ahead and drop your guard. You didn't have to use Silver Ash for the middle guard. I just chose to do because he's my go-to for most case scenarios. But you could swap where I use Thorns and Silver Ash in here. There's no difference. Or some of you might prefer to use Chen. You can use Chen. We can go ahead and drop our healer again. Now that all the types are blue in the hood. And that is how you do stage 3. Alright, on to stage 4. This one, once again, looks like a remake of a previous one. This was a big Bob map that we experienced in the past, mixed with the... Ironically, we're using desk now, but infused with the desk tiles. So you're going to have to watch out for these... they're called conversion plates. So if you're on it and you can't block ones that you're opposed, essentially. So I'll show you how that works right now. Ironically, I do want to keep dust for this, though. Alright, so I think a good... We're gonna have Texas start here. I don't want them sneaking. I want to be able to funnel everything essentially through one thing, so... So we want to switch strategies along. We won't prioritize setting up the blocks as early. Alright, here we go. 7-2.
オリジニウムのせいなの。ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。了解した。切りつく。承知した。
何か考えがある。決まった。何時らの愛。我が意向にかき消されたり。
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。
Strategy is going to be a little bit more effective because it's essentially fun animal mode.
時間をかけるつもりはない。
頑張ります。先輩、火事には気をつけてください。
Clear
冷静に。私ので特訓ラーメン。指定の座標に到着。
And I mentioned earlier that by having silence, we were able to add on Dr. Calcit, and here's why she's really useful.
孤児せし武勇。何人も語り継ぐことかなわ。
全員の行動力を奪う。
行くよ。私に指図するしね。
And that's how you do level 4.
悪くないわ。
You could swap out, like I said, Silver Ash for Thorns in the background, or vice versa, as long as you have the minimum 2 cards there. I do recommend having the caster, whether it be A of Jala or you could use KOB. That was super important. Alright, and stage 5, this one's a throwback to the Sandstorm one, so you gotta be super careful. It doesn't look like you can set up any barricades in this one, so you just gotta be on it. Alright, I think for this one we're gonna actually swap back to using Ifrit. We can set up a little blockade on the right hand side. And then we're gonna just use a Defender / Silver Ash combo package on the left hand. As always, make sure you get your vanguards in place.
始めよう。 みんな助けに来たよ。了解した。あれに縛られるつもりはない。ついてきて。うわあ、みんなこっち来て。よーし、アラージュ。
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。
集中。
いい。
命令を。言って。命令を。大地をたげ。
何か考えが何ちらの愛め。
みんなこっち来て。お前の叫びなんて誰にも届かねえよ。気をつけて行動しますね。
All right. So we do. I mentioned need the defender here, so bam.
害虫が。痛えか？痛えのか？
This is to prevent these chargers coming through. These chargers can't be blocked by normal means. You have to have a defender or someone with a block 3 to stop them. So
強化しろ。
命令を。
光がこの地を守り抜く。すぐに終わる。モンスター、私に続け。この程度で止まると思うな。よーし、ヨポーレント。強化しろ。諦めるな。
何か何ちら
activate
の愛
silver
め。
system.
我が意向にかき消されたり。
諦めるな。光あれ。
Our medic's back online.
集中。私のでヨポーレント。頑張ります。この程度で止まると思うな。温度安定しています。
Just you can finish these last people as however you want. You can either use the AFL the way I'm doing, or you can have A side clean up on these.
強化しろ。
全員の行動力を
諦めるな。
Alright. And that was stage 5.
すべては秩序にのっとるべきだ。摂理に反することなど誰にも許されない。
Oh, is that true?
Foliage, you need block 3. Lancers, you only need block 1, which is the gain momentum. Because that's what I got mixed up too when I first learned about things.
Jose has made a very important point, a good point. You can still do the way I mentioned either way how it works, but I guess you could set defenders. Although in that specific case, the defenders did help out, especially if you have medic defenders such as Saria. They just add to, your security blanket. You could, in theory, just use 2 overpowered guards and they would work the same. Alright, and this one, speaking of Jose, we have some of his favorite stage 6. It's a throwback to the crocodiles and the knights.
No problem.
Alright, here we go. If any of you also have played, what is it? I believe it's Annihilation 4. This is a similar layout, not exactly. But...
了解した。縛られるつもりはない。わあ、みんなこっち来て。
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろ
う。何か男女は我が恩敵なり。はた岩老物に過ぎぬのか。
私に指図するこれかまな。
分かった。無駄だ。
冷静に。誰にも縛られるつもりはない。本気で行くよ。地獄の豪華、いつでも行けるぜ。行って。そこに並びやがれ。前に進むぞ。すぐに終わる。先輩、これでどうです？縛られるつ